Why, hello there, Exile. So last night on stream, I was testing a bunch of changes I made. We're like 2 times faster. We have way more AOE. So look how fast we are now. And then we have this move tech too. So we do this. And then I'm getting stuck on walls. I'm still learning to play. So we're having a little bit of problems freezing, but it kind of still does the trick. But now we're much faster. And what I found out yesterday, I was talking to my German friend, and he's also playing the build. He has all the high-end, super crazy stuff. You know, Astromentus, the belts, and the rings. And I was watching him play, and he had no movement speed on his boots. And I realized that this skill seems to completely ignore movement speed. So my original plan was actually to stack the living crap out of movement speed. And if it doesn't scale it, like why would I do that? So I had to change the build. And so I finally ended up spending a bunch of my money. I switched my staff into implicit with a corrupt, which we'll go over in a second. And then I also realized that if I get a corrupted Herald of Ice for 23% with the 12, it actually goes to the next breakpoint. So my Herald of Ice went from 6 to 6.3. So now we got super juicy long explosions. As a result of these changes, I completely had to reroute my tree. And that's why I wanted to just make this video. I have to go to work in like a couple minutes here. So this is the best that I could do with the short amount of time that I have with all the things that I am juggling between streaming and stuff. Which, by the way, yesterday's stream, when we were testing this, was pretty wild. We got 2 div drops, then we got the King of the Mist invitation, and then while I was deferring it, I got a second one. But then I got screwed. I got crappy rituals, and I didn't have enough to actually get the second one. So, rip, but, you know, life goes on. And I'm starting to believe in the streamer client. Yeah, have I hit the streamer client things? It all happened in like an hour. It's almost like 20 div worth of drops in like an hour. That usually doesn't happen. So yeah, I'm starting to believe in that streamer client. Maybe it's real. Let's see. I guess you guys are gonna have to tell me, is it okay for me to just make videos like this where I'm just kind of demoing things and talking over it and giving you a quick deep dive? Because the retention on the last one that I did, and people just liked that I was playing and kind of talking over it without doing hyper edited. They said it was more natural and more real. So if you guys like this, those super edited, I can't talk this morning, still drinking my coffee. The super edited videos take me like 6 hours to make. I can do one where I just kind of go in and ramble in like an hour. So it works out way better for me if you guys don't care about the difference. So please let me know that feedback in the comment section. Do you like this style just better where I just ramble, rant about whatever? Yep. Our other move tech, by the way, is this. And I'm still learning to control it. It's kind of too fast. Can't do it. There we go. There's the other move tech right there. Come on. Look at that. Pretty good, right? Pretty fast. I mean, even this is way faster than what we were doing. This movement here. What was that guy was like ate his Wheaties or something. I don't know why he wouldn't die. Okay, one more rare mob. We gotta finish the map, guys. Come on. Okay. I could have just kept going there. They really need to add waypoints in these maps, guys. I want to teleport back over to here. It's too much walking. Even for a fast build like this. Anyways, it's going to be a crazy day. We got tech to talk about. We got new strategies. All sorts of things coming today. Of course, some of it's going to be after I get off work. And it's going to be a good week. It's going to be a good week. It's been such a great week this so far. I can't believe how supportive everyone's been and how much you guys are liking the content, which gets me more pumped to make more content. And just thank you for all the support. I really appreciate that. All right, let's look at the changes. Oh, by the way, I'm so glad I talked to my German friend. He showed me how to put jewels in the max roll thing. I think we figured it out. So I'm going to update that for you guys right before I go to work here really quick too. So we are now using this jewel, Controlled Metamorphosis. And what it allows us to do is pick up nodes. We're picking up this, gives us lightning as extra cold. That allows us to switch our staff into this beast, which gives us a ton of attack speed. And because now we care about attack speed, we've rerouted like this. I picked up these nodes for more dex. We took out all of our strength and went into dex. And it would drop our health, but it didn't really that much because of this node. So that's kind of like the main change. And then because I lowered res, I had to pick up this node right here to get enough fire and cold res. We get extra jewels as a result of this. Then fizz is a huge problem. So I went here, got this fizz taken. I got this jewel. So I have 3 more jewels, I think, in the build than I had before. Now, we still need to grab this node here for non-critical hits is lucky, huge damage boost. We still don't have this node for 12% increased mana, and we still don't have this node here for Eldritch Battery, which would take our energy shield and put it into mana. So just getting these levels, and levels, guys, are so important on these stat stackers. Every little bit that you get just multiplies the build exponentially. So make sure that you're pushing levels. It's just going to get better and better. So we're going to go down here. Might take this out, not sure. To get this. Do I really even need this AOE? Probably not. Maybe we just take all that out. I don't know. I really want the goal with the build really was to push it to 6.5 M. That was the number that I was going for. I'm at 6.3 right now. I know people are going to ask me a couple of frequently asked questions, and I think today I'm going to make a fact so I could just link it. So think of the common questions that I've been asked. I know one of them's like, how do you get the Herald Explosion chain cascade, and why aren't you using the ring and all that good stuff? So this, see, Corrupted, I bought it 23. It was 1 divine plus 12. Now it's at 2.5. So that now pushes with this more area of effect and all of our AOE to 6.3. So that's just massive AOE. And how do we get them to chain off of each other? We're using this to turn it into lightning damage. You don't really need this on Herald device because we have so much flat lightning from this, but we did it anyways. So we get tons of lightning damage, and then we're using Innervate. So when it kills a shocked enemy, we're getting even more damage as lightning. And then now I put Lightning Pen on it. Then we have Cold Infusion on our Herald of Thunder to get extra cold. So we have 5% from this now. And we have 25 here. And then more freeze buildup. And then Ice Bite attacks gain extra cold whenever we're freezing. So this freezes, gives us way more cold, and then we're going to town. So as long as we can do the initial freeze, either by Herald of Thunder or by Tempest Flurry, which I'm having a little bit more hard time freezing stuff with Tempest Flurry because of these changes. But as I get more lightning damage, it's going to increase the cold because of this scaling node. I kind of want 5% as extra cold, so maybe I get a Megalomaniac with this, and it would help out quite a bit. Still have these freeze build-up nodes, and still stacking freeze build-up in all jewels. What else do I need to cover? Combat Frenzy. This gives us frenzy charges when we freeze or pin, and then this turns into power charges. This HOWA setup is good for bosses and hard stuff, but as you saw, I just kind of deleted everything, so I don't need it in normal mapping until I'm doing the juice maps with the bosses, or I'm trying to run anything. But we're going to talk about this in a video later today. But Freezing Mark and Feeble temp chains with this increased effect. We're using weapon swap tech to get increased effect and duration on it. This provides a lot of defenses because it's the 16% less damage taken from uniques, and then that gets multiplied by your curse effect, so it's like 20% less, and then they're super slowed, and then they are frozen much easier. For the other one, it's just frozen locusts attached to nothing is what we're looking at here for this. You can actually do increased attack speed to this, but I already can't control it, and I need to practice. Anyways, that's all I have time for right now. I will update the max roll right before I go to work and post this for you guys, and I hope to see you guys in the stream tonight.